Hi, I'm Dr. Bob Graykowski, your peak performance doctor and creator of the Better Brain Blueprint. Today we're talking about how we can access the brain-body connection better. Back in the 60s, they did a lot of research trying to show that the left and the right brain had different functions. Back then, they thought that the left-hand side of the brain dealt mainly with your logic, your analytical thinking, scientific, numbers, words, sounds, and the right-hand side of the body dealt with your imagination, your creativity, your emotions, your experiential aspects of life. Well, that kind of fell out of popularity, but with the advent of functional MRIs, it's actually becoming more popular now, showing that there is a lot of validity to that. Dr. Proper at the Montclair State University did, along with a bunch of researchers, did some studies showing if a person clenched the right hand, it actually fired off electrical activity on the left-hand side of the brain. When they clenched or squeezed the left hand, it fired off activity on the right hand. So with the study, what they found is that if a person was learning something and they would squeeze their right hand, the memory part of the brain was stored better on the left-hand side if they did that. So if a person was studying for a test or doing something, they could squeeze it and access and create that memory. They also found that squeezing the the left-hand side, you could actually have more creativity stimulated. So in the future, you could actually use more creativity. Now the studies have a lot of variables to them, but it does show that if you use one side of the body, electrical activity affects the opposite side. So if you're looking at learning a process, maybe studying for a test, learning something, and you're trying to remember it, and if you squeeze your right hand and then you go back to try and access it, they had a much higher recollection of what they were learning if they went back and squeezed the right hand. It's like a trigger that caused the brain to remember. So little tips like this can help you stimulate your brain activity, especially if you have a problem with learning or memorization. If you want more creativity, squeeze the left-hand side, squeeze the left hand. And if you want more memory storage, do the right hand. Play with it. I've done it myself, and I do see a noticeable difference, especially when I want to recall the information later, when I just squeeze the right hand and I can remember what I was trying to learn. My tip for the week is try and use both sides of the body. The better that you have the left and right brain connection, this corpus callosum, the bridge between the left and right hemisphere, that's a much healthier thing for balance in your life, for all aspects in relationships, your finances, everything. So it's important to make sure that we have a whole brain activity, but these little tips like this can help with memory or creativity. Until next time, it's Dr. Bob. Have an awesome day.